Malawi and boy.
In life, you never assume something. In life, you never say, "Oh, just because we are being linked with somebody," especially in football. Let's just talk about life in general. Even in football, don't ever just say, "Oh, just because he likes us," or just because Jude likes Liverpool, his father is a Liverpool fan, or his father knows Steven Gerrard. Oh my God, Steven Gerrard is his hero, or this. Don't always assume that things are going your way. Liverpool fans, for 3 years now, 3 years, right? We've been here listening to you guys, watching you post pictures of Jude in the Liverpool jersey, saying he's going to go to Liverpool. We've been looking at you, watching you. To be honest with you, majority of us gave up on him. We're like, he will never ever go to any other club than Liverpool. We've seen pictures of him eating Nando's with Trent. I don't know if that's true. We've seen pictures of people have photoshopped themselves with Jude, photoshopped themselves, Liverpool fans, with Jude saying, "Oh, Jude is definitely coming to Liverpool." We've seen people already buy a jersey saying Jude Bellingham coming to. There's one guy on Twitter. He's got the jersey number 8, Jude, obviously saying he's guaranteeing it, telling us that it's guaranteed that Jude is going to Liverpool. I'm not trying to say that Jude is all with Man City right now. I'm not trying to say where he's going. All I'm saying is, Liverpool fans, sit down. Sometimes it's good to sit down. Where are you going to get the money? 125 million is what has been quoted. I know that you've been saving up, But there's this thing in life. Some people might save up for so long and then somebody just swoops in and buys someone. So, according to the articles, guys, welcome to the show. First of all, welcome to the show. We're going to talk about Jude's potential move to Man City. But let me welcome my people. FIFA says, woohoo! FIFA says, told you, obviously talking about Jude. Big up, bro. See you tomorrow. Hopefully, yeah, we'll see you tomorrow, man. Nah, he's going to Madrid. Says Chris is Jude. How you doing, man? How you doing, man? City need 3 players, left back, left winger, Jude. Then we're winning the quad. Yeah, go on, Collins, man. We ain't getting a 4 back. Bellingham class. Liverpool in the mud. Bellingham suits City. We're up City. Hello, hey Jude. People are so excited. Hey Jude. 12. Okay, so 12. Somebody writes. Apparently Liverpool will match the bid, but want to pay in installments. But City will pay one off. So basically, it looks like Liverpool want to come with that installment behavior, as my man says here. So that's what he says. He says apparently Liverpool will match the bid, but they want to pay in installments. According to a few articles, which I'm going to share online right now, is the issue with Liverpool is poverty. Poverty. Poverty is tough. Poverty is tough. Sometimes poverty is difficult. I'm telling you. As we say in Africa, teeth do not show poverty. So Klopp can smile with his shiny teeth, but we know poverty is deep inside. FSG is not giving that moolah. FSG is not giving moolah to this man. So this man wants to skip from buying a 40 million. He failed to buy a 40 million Nunes who went to Wolves. He wants to buy a 125 million player. I don't think so. So guys, the story so far, let's just share. It all started with David Austin. I think is Austin or Ornstein. I don't know how you say his name. I hate saying his. So I'm gonna share my Twitter page. Hopefully, I share the right tweet. So there we go. That's the Jude one. So the stories are everywhere, but it started with David Austin. Is it Ornstein or whatever his name you call him? So he started off this morning. So basically says, so it's David Ornstein or whatever you call him. As things stand, Liverpool increasingly unlikely to sign Jude Bellingham this summer. Expected price and financial power of rivals put Liverpool's hopes in doubt. Pursuit is not off. No firm decision, but sense is Man City and Madrid are in a stronger position. So you see this, Man City and Madrid are in a stronger position. This is one of those cases where you don't have the money full on, like Dr. Footy says here, that apparently Liverpool match the bid but want to pay in installments, while City want to pay once off. So it's the same thing. Dortmund are not going to sit there. Dortmund are not Liverpool's cousin. Dortmund are not Liverpool's best friend. They're not going to sit there. It's business is business. If if Liverpool cannot pay the moolah in cash, well, at the end of the day, Dortmund is not inclined to be waiting for Liverpool. And according to most people, they say Jude doesn't want to wait because he wants to go to another team and challenge himself. He wanted to stay at Dortmund, develop, and then play to another team. Now, this comment over here, apparently Liverpool match the bid but want to pay in installments. I don't know wherever you got that information from, but that looks like what is some of the articles are saying. The Athletic, I think, hinted something like that Liverpool are being defeated because of the financial backing of other teams. To be honest with you, I'm not shocked. To be honest, I am not shocked if I'm being honest, because as I said, Liverpool failed to buy Nunes, who's at Wolves, for 40 million. All of a sudden, they failed to buy Chumeni for 90 million. So all of a sudden, they're gonna fund 125. I don't know. Maybe you see. Nam says, "Hey Jude, can we loan Livers the cash to get him?" Don't smoke with the jokes. Oh well, if he joins you're another player. I'm hating. Wow, you're gonna be hating on the player. Come on, realist man. Lad Chapman, TFC on my way says Veta. So I'm joined by my Nigerian way, who seems to be fighting with his mic. I don't know what's happening with his mic, but it looks like he's fighting with his mic.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Yeah, Martin, according to the articles and according to a few people in the comments, I didn't read the Athletic article because some of us have been paid for that, but people have listed some of the quotes from there. One of the quotes you can see here is from Dr. Footy. He says, apparently Liverpool matched the bid but want to pay in installments, but City want to pay once off. So basically, since that's one of the stuff that's been said in some of the articles, what do you think of that statement? Because City sold players, right? They sold players, and even though when we sold players last summer, we only spent 51 on Haaland, 14 on Alvarez. There was more money left, and I was asking, what is this money being kept for? Maybe this was for this particular situation.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it? It looks like there's 3 clubs. If Liverpool have not in it, it's got to be down to cash, because to me, it looks like Liverpool. I have always found it a little bit weird how Liverpool were putting all their eggs into the Bellingham basket.
Me too. I just wondered. I was like, Tchouameni failed.
Liverpool don't need one midfielder. Liverpool need 2 or 3 midfielders, not one.
3 actually.
And did Liverpool think? I don't understand how all of a sudden it's a case of, well, listen, we're only going off what Ornstein has said and what I've read the article, and it does say about the instalments. It's what do you do if Liverpool are only willing to pay in instalments and Real Madrid and City are willing to go, here's the money all up front, then Liverpool are out the race. It's the simple thing of it.
I said Dortmund is not like Liverpool's sister club. You know what I mean? Like, Dortmund is not Liverpool's sister club, so they're not going to do them any favors. It's business as usual. And if Jude says, I wanna leave now, they're not going to be saying, because you want to leave, let's take this installments. Because right now things are uncertain. You know what I mean? It's the same thing as this Leeds United, Rafinha, and Barcelona, where they were threatening each other after the deal was done, because
it makes me laugh. It makes me laugh how everyone suddenly thinks it's Real Madrid then.
What do you mean?
I don't understand why, because some Liverpool fans, I've heard it today when I've been on Spaces, well, he's off to Real Madrid. There's 3 clubs in for it. There's 3 clubs in for it.
Yeah, I saw a video, and the guy on the video was like, if he goes to City, I don't think he'll go to City. I didn't see it's just a bonus. I was like, who told you that? It's a bonus.
Look, this is what the difference is. City don't do their manoeuvres in the media. We don't do that. We don't sit and do our work in the media. We never have done. Let other people do that. We were very quiet on the Haaland stuff. We were confident, but we kind of knew where Haaland were going.
Yeah.
Listen, I have no idea where Jude's going to go, but it looks like it's down to cash. It's down to cash, and City have the cash. City last season made more money than any other team in the Premier League on transfers, because we sold Jesus. We sold Zinchenko, we sold Sterling, we sold Lavia. Adoza. We have got a lot of money to spend, and we all sat there and went, why is City not buying anyone?
Yeah.
So, I don't know if City have signed Jude. I have no idea. He may end up at Real Madrid. He may end up at Liverpool. If Liverpool come up with the cash, then it's then up to them. But from what we're reading, Liverpool have to stump the cash up.
Yeah.
But, it's just a weird one. It's a real weird situation.
Yeah, it looks like, look, you know what? Things all of a sudden have switched in these 2 days. And if you just Google Jude right now, let's say if let's not Google, but if you went on Twitter and checked the name Jude, everything was Liverpool. All of a sudden, Martin, things have switched in the past 4 days. It's just City are confident. City are confident.
No. It won't have switched. It's just that it's now. Listen, one thing I will say, Jude knows where he's going right now.
Yeah, he does.
Jude Bellingham will know 100%. The club who's got him knows they've got him.
Yeah,
make no mistake about that. People are too. If you're naive to think, Jude makes a decision in June. No, he doesn't. Erling Haaland was done in January. We all found out he was signed in January of last season. It was all deal and agreed. People need to remember. I don't know who it is again. But I'm telling you now, the club who are buying Jude will know 100% where he's going.
They have to. It's a big deal. You don't do 120 million deals just a week before. You don't. We're not Chelsea, you know. It's not Chelsea. So Sean says
No,
hi, Patrick, Adam, and Martin. It's such a veter this time, but I'll send your greetings to Adam. 100% Martin says Sean Jude being an English boy, he won't go to Madrid. English players love the EPL. You might be right. Hi everyone. We need him. Sell Kevin Phillips and Jack Grealish. What are you on about now? We're
why?
so confident in Jude race because City sources didn't say anything, but Liverpool, ITK, and sources showed chest. It speaks volumes. We spent nothing in January, expecting big things in the summer. Facts. Look, for me, at the end of the day, these things can switch. Look at Liverpool for 3 years, Martin and Veta. Liverpool fans have been telling us that Jude is going to Liverpool. They have been buying the jersey. I saw some people trying to tag him, say, I've already bought the jersey. Trying to, did you see him, Martin, that video? Somebody trying to guilt trip him. Oh, I already bought the jersey. You're taking the number 8, the Jared one. Jude, you don't disappoint me. I was like,
Did you,
have shame. Have shame.
I
I was
don't
like,
get it.
have
I
shame.
don't get it.
Have shame.
Why
Have
do
shame.
people do that?
I don't know. Have
You
shame.
know what makes me laugh is all I've listened to today is all the Liverpool accounts backtracking.
Yeah.
So all I've
They are.
listened
They're
to today
changing
is
it.
backtrack.
But you know what? When you have some of the fans that are trying to guilt trip Jude, and you can understand why. I'm sorry if this is rubbing against my sweater. You can understand why, because the big accounts, the big Liverpool accounts, were talking with big chest, with big base, with the defending of FSG, the defending of Klopp, that this guy was coming.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for such a long time. They were trying to calm the
3
fan base
years.
down.
3 years.
3 years, and what was happening this past summer with regards to this summer and their signings was long-term vision, long-term plan. We're making moves step by step, and these promises. Right now, it doesn't look like these promises are going to happen. And Patrick, Martin, we've been in some of these Twitter spaces. We come
Yeah.
across some content creators that have big Liverpool accounts. They were talking with mad confidence. I can understand why some of the fan base are like, "What is going on here? Who am I to believe now?"
But it's not that they are. They've been promising they're gonna. I've heard from they're gonna shave the
3
red.
years.
It's
3 years.
100% done. It's
3 years.
guaranteed. And I'm like, you have no idea it's guaranteed. What you've done is you just listened to what clickbait media has told you, and you pretended that you are an in the know, an ITK. And simple fact is, like we all told Liverpool fans, they were getting bought. Oh, we're getting bought. No, you were never getting bought. You didn't read the statement. There was no club for sale. You didn't read the statement. You read exactly what you wanted to read in that statement, and it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And
That's
they've done
another
the same
example.
with Jude. They've jumped back on the bandwagon of Jude Bellingham's coming in. It's no coincidence. a week ago, JW Henry comes out with a statement. Oh, I've got a feeling that I think the Premier League should have a spending cap. Weird that one, innit? Weird how they suddenly want a spending cap on everything. Sorry, you want to play in the big boys' playground, you start paying big boys money.
Yeah.
You want to play with the big boys, play with the big boys.
They started themselves also. They joined this big boy just by. Remember when they went to Van Dijk, when everybody wanted Van Dijk, Liverpool just went with the 70. And when everybody wanted Alisson, they just all went to the big amount, made him one of the most expensive keepers. They started this just pay if you want somebody. And what did they say? We needed them. We needed them. So if you need Jude, but the thing about it is the Jude thing is for 3 years, we've been hearing that Jude is coming, but Liverpool fans, you need more than Jude, as Martin says. Jude is not going to come and solve all your issues. And I'm pretty sure Jude, I said the last time on the stream that if I was Jude, I'd be sitting there like, this man want to put the whole shoulder of Liverpool on me. Because what happens if Jude goes to Liverpool, maybe he will, you never know. They will, trust me, if he doesn't perform, it's on him. Because that's the guy, the Messiah they've been waiting for. Everything will be on him. Oh, he is the number 8. Apparently, the taking the number 8 from Naby Keita. I don't know if Naby Keita wears the number 8. They want to give it to Jude because he's the one coming. Let me just see a few comments here. Jude is coming to the Prem. I think, yeah, he would rather choose the Prem, to be honest. Veta, Sean says, hi, how you doing? The stream reminds me of the one you did when we were signing Haaland, guys. I remember that Haaland stream, man. We did 4 of them. Don't forget about the rival fans. Create City accounts to throw. Yeah, I've seen that before. Don't forget the delusional ideology at Liverpool. They are very delusional, Sean, most of the times. 100%. By late April, we will get a here we go for Jude for the next club. That's true. I think by next month, actually, also we'll be hearing a lot of things. That's April, I think so. Love it, mate. Delusional. This time next month, we'll get an idea of where Jude will go. March has been a crucial time for talks with his agent. I'm pretty sure whoever's talking to him started talking to January, because you cannot just talk like that just in a few days. City is the best for Jude Bellingham's career. It is the best, Twisted. Thank you for a Crystal Palace fan. That means a lot. You want to boomba, you want to chill with the big boys. He's singing this song. I don't think he's a little okay, I do think he's a little overrated. He's no David Silva, De Bruyne. I need to watch more of him. People forget this kid started playing at the age of, started getting sold at the age of 17. This kid was 16 playing for, is it Bellingham? Is it? Yeah, it's Bellingham. Yeah, he was playing for them. They had to retire the jersey, and this is a 16-year-old. Guys, there's potential in this kid, and all these teams cannot be fighting for somebody who's overrated. Okay, so true as Sean, April is always a big month too for City in the past. Everything kicks up a gear. Veda, what do you want to say on this? On all this?
Yeah, sometimes I just take a step back and I try to think. You know, you want to think from the athlete's perspective, or you want to think maybe of the parents or the agent, right? Like, it's the same thing that we kind of went through when we were looking at Haaland. What's the project? What's the opportunity? How is it framed? And again, this latest suggestion in the Athletic, or based off of the journalist, is it looks like Liverpool aren't in that strong position like they've been telling all of us, right? Obviously Real Madrid and City are in the mix, but then the same way we're doing with Haaland is like, let's take a step back and let's look at the project. Let's look at the opportunity. Let's see who that player's going to be surrounded with. Let's see, how quickly or whether they'll be in that first team. And on top of that, let's also look to see whether they're going to have the weight of the club and the world on their shoulders. A big part of why Haaland made his choice with regards to City is because he knew the manager, the club, was going to be working with him, not saying, come and you save us. And there was that stress that Pep also said, like, no, he's not going to be playing every game. That's not going to be the demand of him, or he's not going to play every game in every 90 minutes. And I think Jude,
well, we lied to him, didn't we?
No, hey, he gets subbed after scoring 5, so he's definitely not playing.
He said he's not going to play every game.
No, but what he means is, Pat, they're looking after him. They brought in his physio from Norway.
Yeah,
they're looking after him, and I think the point, I'll let Vate finish because he's making an absolute spot on point with what he's saying.
Yeah, so it's looking at the project and the opportunity, and then also how that player, this athlete's going to fit into the mix. I think, and you said it earlier, Patrick, and I just want to expand on it. If he chooses to go to Liverpool, and I've said this even before this keeps hitting the microphone. Sorry, and I said this even before the rumors with regards to Jude happened. But Pep and his system, his commitment to a certain 11, the way he runs, just at his best, the Klopp system had 11 players that ran their hearts out game after game. They just pressed you, wouldn't let you breathe. I think they've cut some careers short because of that intensity. And I think Jude, his father, his camp, they've got to look at, what does it mean for me to go to Liverpool under this manager? Is that really what I want? The longevity to my career, is that really what I want? And I think, and I hope, knocking on wood, I know not all City fans agree, but I think Jude would be, it would be amazing over here.
The just very quick point. The problem is you've got here, like I said earlier, Liverpool need more than Jude. If you look at Real Madrid or City, they don't just need Jude is someone. Thanks very much. You come in and you're surrounded by players already ready. At Liverpool, Is he prepared? Are they? Well, in fact, I'll reword the question. When was the last time Liverpool spent 200 million in a summer plus? 200 million plus in the summertime? Because they're going to need to spend 130 million on Jude, plus probably another midfielder. They might need another centre back. They're going to have to top 200 million to get the players in that they want. Are they willing? And this is the problem. FSG are not the owners that will just splurge 200 million plus down in one window. Now, unless they're going to change their model, and like I said, he may very well end up at Liverpool, but they're going to have to stump the cash and do something they've never done before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you now see
one player, though. One
player for them. They may look at it of 80 million on McAllister, or 50. They could get a McAllister for 80 and a Mason Mount for 50 or 60, and that's the joint combined of Bellingham virtually. And they're getting two players for the price of one. They don't just need one midfielder. And what do? Are you asking a 19-year-old to play 60 games a season to get Liverpool out of the shit? Sorry, to get Liverpool out of the problems. I'm not sure. I'm just, listen, do I think he probably wants to go to Liverpool? From what we've heard, yeah. But Liverpool have to pay the money.
Why would he want to go there, though?
Yeah, that's what your friend asked Liverpool. I think Michael Owen and somebody, the Liverpool players. He said, "Can I ask you something, you two guys? You keep saying he's coming to Liverpool. He's coming." He's like, why would he choose there right now at this point in time where things is happening? They're like, oh, because he loves the club. His father loves the club. This and that. But he's like, wait. I get all that, but first of all, you're struggling right now. There's teams like Madrid, City, and other teams, says Barcelona, unfortunately, with the finances, but there's teams out there that are doing better than you, who offer him a better project. What is he going to do in there? Because he comes in there, right? There's Thiago, who's on the wrong side of 30. They're gonna need another midfielder. There's Fabinho, who looks like he's going on the decline, and Jude walks in there to do what? To play with Elliott, and why you're being offered to play with De Bruyne. You get what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. And then to play with Darwin Núñez, while you can be offered to be playing with Haaland. So there's a lot of craziness. He was asking them, and they never had an answer. Or they're going back to his hero is Steve Gerrard. Or there's a comment here. I get Jude tattoo tomorrow. Is it a good idea, boys? I'm Steve Gerrard. Yeah, guys. I have only watched Bellingham against City, so I can't comment on his performance. His performances are great. Go check them on YouTube. I don't think it's about who Jude chooses. It's about which club bid gets accepted by Dortmund. This man is spitting facts, isn't it? Klopp will run Bellingham into the ground and he will be finished by the age of 24. Jude will be better at City. You are 100% right there, Veta, with the point of Liverpool overplaying the 11. I think Mount is suited for Liverpool. Most Liverpool fans agree with what you are saying, Martin. We have Hamza. Hamza, what is your comment on Jude? How do you feel after all these articles that are going around on the internet? They say Madrid and City seem to be in a very strong position, and it looks like Liverpool right now, as we speak, they are running out of steam because of the finances required to bring Jude to the Premier League.
Yeah, first of all, big up to everyone, man. I hope everyone's doing well.
Yeah, man. Hard job.
I'm really excited. I mean, Jude coming to Manchester City would be amazing, especially for the future as well. I think he's just going to become one hell of a player. I think he's going to be one of the best midfielders in the league if he joins us. I think obviously it was good news this morning as well, with Liverpool being unlikely to sign him. And I just think, I don't think Liverpool need him either. I think they think he's going to solve all the problems. But if they end up spending, I think someone's already made this point, but if they end up spending 130 million, 125, they're going to get one more player. That's two players. And if Jude Bellingham gets injured, they're back to square one again. So for Liverpool, I think it's almost like a blessing in disguise for them because they can go out and, get 3 or 4 players instead of getting one. And I'm just happy, man. I hope this deal goes through. I really hope this deal goes through, man. Because I need to prove Gundo wrong as well. He's a fraud. I'm watching this guy. When Jude does well, I am getting onto this guy. I'm going to say, listen, look what he's doing on the pitch. I'm going to wait for this moment. So
All right, you're gonna have to wait for Gundo to be on the stream, but I hear you on that one. I hear you.
I know, man. I know.
No, do you
I'm
know?
so excited.
Sorry,
I'm excited.
can you hear me now?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Go on, lad.
I'm open. No, listen, I understand anyone's trepidation on 125, 130 million. I get it. I get it's a lot of money.
No, it's not.
But-
Not for us. It's chicken.
No,
for us.
no, I'm sorry. It's a lot of money for any club. Because like I said,
true.
there's 3 or 4 clubs in the mix here. Now, all I'm saying is that it's very much like the Grealish thing. Everyone looks at the price tag. The market is skewed anyway. No matter who City go and get, unless you're in the last year of your contract, you're going to pay big bucks. You're going to pay big amounts of money. But with Jude Bellingham, it's a 10-year investment. It's 10 years. That's what you've got to look at Jude Bellingham. Whoever gets him has got a 10-year investment because he's 19. So you've got to look at it as an investment, and things may change. I get the fee is going to hurt and it's going to really get to people. But unfortunately, if City, Liverpool or Real Madrid or whoever else gets him, they're just going to have to trust the process. And I'm not meaning that in a swerve to another club. I'm just saying that as in, it's not our choice as fans.
Yeah,
it's great to debate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not our choice. No, it's not a dig at anyone. It's not our choice. It's down to the club. It's down to the club.
Yeah,
listen, it's great
we
can all debate. Yeah. It's great we can all debate if, who and when, who's coming in, but we don't. It's not our choice. What we're going to do? Have a mass protest outside? We don't want Jude. We don't want Jack. We don't want this. We don't want that. It's just the way it is. There's nothing you can do. You just get behind if he signs, and you go, thanks very much, and we get behind you.
Martin, do you know what the issue is as well, right? With a lot of fans and rival fans as well, they're going to be like, "Oh, it's English tax. He's young, overpaid." But these guys don't.
We're an English club.
You made a very good point. It's investment for the future. This kid is the future of football. I'm telling you. And whoever gets him is sorted, like you said, for the next decade. So if we get him, we'll be sorted.
Hamza, on that, Hamza, did you say future of football?
Pardon?
Yeah.
The future of football, and like Hamza, future of football.
No, the future of the Premier League. The future of the Premier League. He is. He's going to be the best. You watch.
We're good, Don. We're good.
No.
The league that has Haaland.
He's going to be one of the best. I'm telling you now.
You can't have a team of foreign players. You can't have a squad and a team of foreign players. It don't work that way. There's rules within leagues that you've got to follow.
Okay. Big up everyone. Right now, the thing is, the reality is, right, I see it's a statement signing in the sense that when most English teams dominated, they got the best English talent. That was just the reality. Spain, Madrid, or go to any country. Bayern does it. If they see a prospect, a German prospect, they get them in, turn their heads over. I feel as if it's more of a statement signing, and it shows the progress of the club as well, right? Because when United was the best, everyone wanted to play for United. When Liverpool were the best, everyone wanted to play for Liverpool. Now, the thing, though, is the positive of this is Jude gives us something different, similar to Haaland, right? In the sense that it allows us to play direct when we need to, because there are certain games whereby the midfield is to become too predictable, right? So that's also one of the bonus of having Alvarez and Haaland. If you want to go direct, you go Haaland. If you want that false nine kind of play, you go Alvarez. So is he a bad player? No, he's not a bad player, right? If you are 19 and you get what he does, it means he deserves it, and he can only get better. That's the reality, right? Mm-hmm. Under the management and guidance of Pep. We've seen it. Even players who have looked decent outside, when they come here over time, they do get better. And I believe that there's still more to his game to add. The only consolation for me is we signed a Perone. So
Perone and Bellingham in the midfield. Oh, we're winning things every year.
No, Hamza, you're going
that future. We are sorted.
No,
I'm telling you now, we are sorted. Once we get I'm telling you now. I'm telling you now. Don't smoke.
Hamza, this is not a we've signed Jude Bellingham stream, mate. Relax. What's going on here? We've not signed him.
If we sign him, we are sorted. I'm telling you now. For 10 years, we are sorted in our midfield.
Yeah, it's a big if. It's a big if. It's a big if, though. You can't rule Liverpool or Madrid out. Like I said, it's just Liverpool. We're getting gas because Liverpool are now. Oh, it's the money. My only issue is you always knew what the money was. Yeah. It's the shock factor I'm not getting is what did you think he was? 50 million? Why are you suddenly shocked at the price?
Maybe they thought it was a lie. Go on, Vita.
To Vita's point, though.
Yeah, sorry, go ahead, Don.
To Vita's point, though, from a sporting decision, though, like, Dortmund aren't doing too bad, right? I think Dortmund's actually doing better than Liverpool. So now the thing is this: there is no guarantee.
The top of the table.
No, I'm saying there is no guarantee if Liverpool buy 10 midfielders that they will be the Liverpool of old. Because we've seen this with Klopp at Dortmund, whereby that seven season syndrome, we're seeing it, right? So he could go to Liverpool and it doesn't work out, and they still struggle. Then it becomes I was better off at Dortmund. Because they're competing year in, year out. So for him, it's more like, what is the next logical step in my progression? And that's what Haaland done. Right? Because at the end of the day, I also want to compete with the best and I also want to get recognition. Because if you play well in Germany, let's be honest, if you're not German, you look at Sancho. Eventually, they're going to be like, it's just a farmers league. So you want to go where everything is happening at. And that's the Premier League at the moment. So
I gotta say this. When it is all said and done, and Jude picks his destination, and if it happens not to be Liverpool on CIA, I'm not letting them get away that it was due to the money. That is not an excuse that can fly. You don't save for 3 years. You don't plan for all this time, and then when D-Day comes, you say he didn't choose us because of money. Nah, that is not flying if he ends up not going to Liverpool. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is what Martin just said, that for how many years have you been banking? Let me just read some of this comment. For how many years have you been banking, telling us all this? Your club should have known that you guys want him. I'm pretty sure there's a spy, like Pep has a spy. As you can see, Pep is just talking to Twitter people and YouTubers. So it looks like he's reading and watching us. If Pep wants him, he'll bring him. A bigger Hexaba. And he's laughing. Hamza, definitely. Hamza, the laughing at what you're saying. The base rate for most players nowadays, especially
Hamza's his agent.
5 years, has increased massively.
I really
Bellingham
pray
is a
this
good
goes
player.
through.
He's the real Kevin De
Please.
Bruyne replacement. That's actually true, McLavin. Somebody says, "Whoa, relax, Hamza." Where clubs
What do you
supporters
mean relax? If we get Bellingham, I'm telling you, if we get Bellingham, it's over for everyone. I'm telling you.
Hamza, you're doing a Liverpool. Hamza, you're doing a Liverpool. Relax.
Somebody says Hamza said Jude Bellingham is the future of football. Wow. Every clever player wants to play for the best manager in the world. That's true by Twisted. There has to be a certain percentage of homegrown players on the books. Yeah, that's why Ake is also. That's why Ake was also brought. If people don't know, Man City are prepared to sit down and discuss a new contract with Erling Haaland. That's amazing. We're going to talk about it, I think, on the CIA program. I'm pretty sure the CIA agents have already been cooking on that contract. I think it's already done. I could be wrong. Sean coming with some info from the ground. Hamza doesn't know what moving in silence means. Liverpool thought they could pull a seat and buy Galactico for 51 million quid. I think that's what Liverpool look. I think Liverpool are banking on Jude wanting to go there. So I think they're like, oh, he's going to push the move. He's going to force Dortmund. We can go with this. Even if we say installments, as some of the people saying in the comments, that means they're going to accept it. So I don't know, man. Our club
Here's a question. Can I just jump in? I'm sorry to sound ignorant
here. Go ahead.
We've also got to remember there is a selling club here.
Yeah, Dortmund, yeah.
There is no release clause. If Dortmund have got two choices, because I think we all know Jude is going to be sold. The question is now, do Dortmund want the money all up front, or do they want it in installments? That's up to them. This is what is hinging on any deal for any club. It's how they want it paid. As the selling club with no release clause, Dortmund are well within their rights to go, no, we're happy to take it over 5 years, or they can say, we want the money in one lump. That's the catch to all this. If Dortmund have said, or if you've got 4 clubs and 2 have said, we will pay you all the money in one lump, and 2 have gone, we'll pay you in 5 installments, then the ones with installments are going bye-bye. It's like buying a house.
Martin, to add to your point, we saw it with the Sancho deal. Dortmund actually are firm in their position. When they say, no, this is what we want, you can do whatever you want. They will wait it out. And we saw it with United and Sancho saga. They waited it out over a year for like 5 million less. But like, no, this is what we want. This is what we've set. This is the price we've set. And if you don't budge, it doesn't have a release clause. We'll wait it out. We'll see you next year.
Yeah, and it's
Sancho, isn't it? They did that with Sancho.
Yeah, they wanted to pay it over 10 years. And Dortmund went, no thanks. See ya. Come back to us with a better offer.
Yeah,
there is no release clause here. There is no release clause.
Do you read this? Does anybody read this, or is it just me? I love Haaland, but I guarantee you that if this leads to Alvarez leaving, it will be a huge mistake. I don't think Alvarez is leaving. He's just signed the contract. Go on, Martin.
No, I just think you gotta. None of us here know where he's going. We will find out probably quite soon where he's going.
Yeah,
because the chatter at the minute is getting louder and louder, and it's no coincidence when the chatter gets louder, something's cooking, something is ready to go. And that's why you're seeing a lot of panic now. Now, do I think he'll personally go to Real Madrid? No, because I don't think he'll go to Spain. Personally, I think Real Madrid will throw all their eggs back to Kylian Mbappe. They will go back for Mbappe. They will not do Mbappe and Bellingham in one summer. They're going to go all out Kylian Mbappe.
Martin, let me add to that because I think even player-wise, if he's always had a vision to come to the Premier League, if that's been on his what is it, his destiny map, or his, what do they call it, his destiny map, whatever it is, I think it's better to go younger than older. Come to the Prem. If you still have aspirations to go to La Liga, you go after, as opposed to the other way around.
Yeah, because they never let you leave, isn't it? I think Madrid and Barcelona, it's difficult to let you leave. Apparently, Madrid, it's not easy for a player to leave. I think that's the reason why
you only leave past your prime. When you're in Madrid, you only leave past your prime.
I think that's the reason why.
Every year out of you.
Yeah,
they will. They milk everything. What about this? I keep hearing this also. Sean says, I'm with you on that, Veta. Then this one, I'm hearing if we get Jude Bernardo, my God, Madrid. Oh, that's not something I want to see. I'll never.
No, apparently Real Madrid have entered the market for Bernardo, and PSG have.
I'd rather PSG see him at Madrid. Oh my God, with that mentality and the way he runs, he would just lock up that midfield. Oh my God, just imagine.
Probably a Modric replacement for them. Be a perfect Modric replacement for them.
This is why I've always said everyone thinks it was always Barcelona, and I said no, just wait and see.
I don't think they can afford him, to be honest, with their financial problems.
This Bernardo guy, just make a decision.
Yeah, but if Bernardo leaves and Jude comes the other way, I'm taking it. Don't care. If this happens, I'm gonna have the best party of my life.
I can see. Okay, the
Hamza's going round to Don's and Carl's house for a chat.
Do you know what, Hamza? Don't worry. I also had that party when Gomez came to Man City. Sorry, Liverpool. It's not Disney. Change the channel. That's what McLaren says. That could definitely be in the works. Dortmund need cash. They need to replace Guerrero and Luis Ramos. They need the cash now. Have you guys seen the FA Cup when we go on attack? Alvarez runs in the box and Rodri fills the midfield, making it 2 strikers in the box might fix. Okay, in the box might be the fix. Yeah, you're right about that. And there's something that Pep said. He says that City, usually when we go to the semi-finals, we don't play very well, and he's usually very disappointed. That's what he said in his press, which is very bucket list. I beg Madrid go for Bernardo than Barca, or Benfica cash would be maker. I don't know. I just don't want to see Bernardo at Madrid, because with that mentality and the way he plays, my God, we might be seeing UCL after UCL after UCL. I bought some of the Camp Nou cards from KSC. I keep it where I can. I'll help it where I can. That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Look, guys. So, guys, we've been talking about Jude. Obviously his potential transfer to either Madrid, Liverpool, or City, but it looks like City and Madrid are the ones who are in poor position to sign him. It'll be amazing. Look, my thoughts on this guy is, I think this guy is, I'm not gonna go as far as Hamza saying the future of football.
No. I said wrong terming. He's the future of the Premier League. He's a future. He's going to be the future of the Premier League. I promise you this now. We'll see. 10 years time. 10 years time. Vader's telling me to calm down. Patrick's telling me to calm down. 10 years time. If the pundits start saying he's one of the best midfielders, I'm coming back to you two. Remember this. I'm going to remember this day. Don't worry.
The one thing I will say, there is two rhetorics that will come out here. If he signs for Liverpool, he will be muted as the future of football. Hamza's quite correct on that. Turns up at Manchester City, he will be a waste of money, overspent. You'll hear all about his bad decisions, these bad games.
Yeah, like Jack.
What we've got to do.
Jack was the media
exactly.
Like Jack was the
what you've got to do. What you've got to do is just ignore it. Oh, like we do with every player, give him a year, let him settle in. He's still 19, and just let him adapt.
There's a comment
we can't do what we did with Grealish.
Exactly.
Yeah, look at this, Martin. There's a comment by Standman Stubbs, who's a Liverpool YouTuber and a very good friend. It says, "Big up, mate. Jude will still end up at Anfield. I'm confident of that." Well, you can be confident. Look, we're not saying
ask him why he's confident. Ask him why he's confident.
Standman, why are you confident? Do you know something I don't know?
They were confident they were going to win the quad. Like Liverpool.
No, I'm being serious. No, I'm being deadly serious. I mean, I'm actually intrigued to know, are Liverpool willing to spend 130 million quid on Jude Bellingham and buy nobody else?
Yeah, but they've been talking about him for 3 years. I'm pretty sure they've saved money for 3 years. Imagine he's the Messiah. He's going to fix all the Liverpool issues. Remember?
Again, though, are they willing to pay it up front? If the story's believed in the Athletic, Dortmund don't want it in installments. They want the money up top. Have Liverpool got 130 million to spend in one lump sum?
But Patrick, they spent that money on traveling to all the finals they went to last season. So transportation is not cheap. Eh?
Don't smoke. You want the Liverpool fans to come after me. If we get the UCL, don't be surprised if City let Gundogan go, because he will have achieved his ultimate goal and won't have the hunger or energy to go on again. Every time City sign a player, City sign every player. Yeah, that is actually true. Martin, about the difference in how the media will react, he's clapping hands for you about his decision. Yeah, he's clapping hands for you, Martin, there. The only way I see Jude at Liverpool is if Real and City drop out of the race. That's actually true. If some of
that's
the
a good point.
That's a good point. No in word, Martin. One Smoke says, Jude is very commercial, worth every penny. Look, at the end of the day, we don't know where he's going to end up, but it looks like most of the media are saying City and Madrid are in poor position. And you know what? This is what happens sometimes when you are maybe popular in school, and then maybe you're the one who used to play basketball and two better basketball players walk in. You're no longer the it factor, you know. You're no longer going to be the popular one in the cafeteria and everything. So basically, this is one of those moments where you get slapped in the mouth. So I think this is where Liverpool, I think, do you know what was happening? I think because Jude, those rumors that, he loves Liverpool. I think the other clubs were just sitting back watching Veta. They were like, okay, he loves Liverpool. His father is a Liverpool fan, but it's more his father. It's not actually Jude. It's more his father who seems to be a Liverpool fan and trying to force the child to get it on it. Now you can see Henderson tried his best hugging Jude at the World Cup. He tried everything. These players were trying.
Jordan Henderson pressed his forehead against Jude to try to do some mental telepathy and will him to come to Liverpool.
Trent bought a mistake 2 days ago. I saw the pictures. These Liverpool players are trying. Jack said was join Liverpool, mate. Join City, mate. And don't forget about that clip where Jack was telling Jude that Pep wants to see you after the Dortmund game. I'm pretty sure I don't know what they're talking about. So let's read. Here's the reason why, Martin. Jude's family are Liverpool fans, and he is a big admirer of Klopp. Liverpool have the money, having made record profits. Plus, we will be getting rid of all the dead wood off the wage bill.
That's garbage. That is utter garbage. But when their own owner came out 1 week ago and asked for a spending cap within the league, they have not got 130 million to drop in one go. That is a load of gas. That they have not got 130 million in one lump. They haven't.
Who was that? Was an admirer of Pep and never came to City? Who was that? We're close to signing them. They said, "Oh, he's an admirer." Jorginho was an admirer of Pep.
Sorry, Martin. I disagree with that. They don't have it. I think they don't want to spend it. This is Liverpool, arguably the second biggest club in England, the first or second most historic club. Like they have it. They're choosing not to spend.
They're a big club. They're a very big club.
Yeah.
All right. No. Look, I'm not denying they're not. They're a massive club. They are the second biggest club in England. I'm not denying that. But okay, then they may have it. Their owners are not willing to do that. Whoever wants Jude has got to slap 130 million down in one lump.
What about family tax? Family of Liverpool fans.
Matt's not a joke because it's not down to his dad. If Liverpool are not willing to spend 130 million in one lump sum, it doesn't matter what his dad wants. Doesn't matter a job. This is what. This is not. There's no release clause here. This is a negotiation. There is no Haaland release clause. If there was a release clause, then great. Yes, then you can throw the family part in, because then it becomes emotional as well. Dude, it's like me. I'm saying, I want to go out and have a Ferrari. I've always admired Ferraris. That's brilliant. But they want the money at the time. I can't go, well, I'll pay it over 100 years. It doesn't work like that.
You're gonna have to go on finance.
But you know what? If this deal goes through, if Jude's father wants a bit of money, I think Sheikh Mansour should just give him 50 million to thank him. If the deal goes through, then we should just do that.
I don't think
Let's take the mix.
City would do that. At the end of the day,
I need this deal to go through, please. Sheikh Pep, if you're listening to this, Pep, I know you join our spaces. You must be joining the YouTube as well. I know you listen to this, Pep. Pep, get the deal done, my brother. Talk to Sheikh Mansour.
Do you know what? Do you know Hamza? Hamza and Don't Smoke. I'm getting scared. Pep must be also in this. We said something on this stream. I said Cancelo as a right winger or Cook. I said it multiple times and said Pep has to try this. Guess what? He did it and then said YouTubers don't know better than me. This guy is somewhere here. I'm gonna find you wherever you are.
You know what? There's one burner. You know what I noticed? Every space we make here, there's one burner, and it's like a Spanish name. And I've noticed this. Next time we make a space, I'm gonna screenshot and I'm gonna show you guys.
Patrick,
I think it might be him.
You know what's a funny thing? Recently, Pep just came after the FA Cup and he said, "No, don't worry, guys. He didn't sub out Haaland in order to protect Messi's FA Cup record."
I remember that.
Pep's taking the mic, man. I love it.
Oh,
he's in here.
I didn't say that. I didn't say no to that.
At the end of the day, Pat. Sorry, go on, Dom.
No, so what I was saying at the end of the day, I think it's similar to the Grealish deal. That regardless of what we spent, Jude is marketable. We will make the money back somehow, right? So I think we've already looked at that angle. He's an English product. He's the next big prospect. So commercially, he's gonna sell, right? Because if you see the direction we've been going since Grealish, it's not just footballing anymore. It's also how to enlarge the brand, the City brand, and that's why I feel as if he's a good addition and the deal is right. Regarding the family thing, if your father is your agent and he cares about your career, he has to put emotion to the side when it comes to your next club, because it's pointless me taking my son to some dead club because I love this club, I have a passion for it, whereby it will ruin his career.
Come down.
Yeah, let me add to that.
Keep spitting, Don.
When you're done, Don, let me add to it.
I'm done.
So Don is bringing up a fantastic point, and this is also something, and I'm glad that Gundo just joined. There's some legendary former Premier League players that are choosing to send their youth to where? What academy are they sending their players to?
Man
So
City. Mention the name.
exactly.
You don't have to hide. Mention the names. Spit the names. You don't have to
Now,
hide. You know?
I'm gonna leave it because I just
Heskey.
want to build on it.
Heskey.
Heskey is one of them. So, but it's so important, like Don was mentioning, about remove the emotion part. What's best for my son? What's best for this young player in his career? That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
But no, great point. That was a great point. I can't lie.
Can I just jump in, by the way? I'm just because I'm reading the comments.
Wait, Martin. I'll give it to you, Martin. Even a United player, Martin, before I give it to you, even said that or they're like, oh, why didn't you send to United? It's like because City's academy is doing better right now. It would hurt me to send him here, but this is for the best of him. Go ahead, Martin.
No, just saying, that statement said whoever buys Bellingham will have to pay in instalments. Not according to what's come out today from David Ornstein. That's the problem. They want the money in one go. City can pay it in one go. City last year made record profits. They've sold this season coming up. We've got the Sterling money coming in, the Zinchenko money coming in, the Lavia money coming in, the Edozie money coming in.
Banzunu.
We have got over 200 million to come into the books. That's before we even get going on spending. Manchester City, the one thing I can tell you, I know for 100% of a fact, City are going to spend a lot of money this summer.
Yeah,
City
we got that money.
City can dump the money in one lump sum. Yes, we can. That is what Dortmund want. Now, we don't know where he's going to go, but I'm telling you now, Dortmund looks like have come out and said it's in one lump sum. We don't want installments. Remember, Dortmund need to rebuild. Dortmund need the money now to rebuild. They don't want it over 10 years. This is not Todd Bowley FC job. They don't want a 10-year deal at £1 a week. Right. They're not asking for that. They need to rebuild. So, yes, it's whoever does get the money in one lump sum will get him.
Yeah, Martin, that's a great point because Jude Bellingham's obviously probably their best midfielder, and if they're going to get money in installments, how are they going to find the replacement? How are they going to spend to get a replacement for Bellingham? Because they're going to need a replacement. So it's important. I think
Hamza, don't forget these. You know what I mean? I was about to call them frauds, but you don't forget these tacticians, man. They will sell for 120. They keep the money. These guys, I don't know.
No, but Patrick, where's the money going? Very important for them. So if he leaves, they're gonna need a replacement, and I think that's why they might end up agreeing with us or agreeing with Real Madrid.
Marco Reus is also old now, isn't it? So they're gonna have to find.
Yeah, so they need to find more replacements. Exactly.
Yeah. So Jude, Haaland, Grealish equals marketing tax. Oh, it's gonna be great, McLavin.
Hey, Foden. Don't forget Foden.
Yeah, Foden too. Trust lads.
Boy Philip.
Jude out for a steak. Yeah, like Trent took him for a steak, wasted the steak. He was used in the first.
He was on international duty, may I add. Don't read into that photograph.
Yeah, there's a comment here. It says that at Statsman Stabs, be honest, your deadwood altogether doesn't get close to 125. That's true. Navigator is probably 5 million right now. Let's just move that.
I think James Milner's staying in there. I don't think Milner's going anywhere.
Look,
that's my issue with Liverpool. Liverpool don't just need Bellingham. Liverpool need 2 or 3 midfielders.
Yeah, they do.
Are Liverpool willing to go to 250 million this summer? Because if they buy Bellingham, they have to then go to 200 because they'll need 2 or 3 more midfielders in, plus somebody else.
Yeah, they do. And Statman Stubbs is still going on. He says Liverpool don't normally spend that amount of money on one player. You're right. So he's agreeing with you. But Liverpool have made 594 million in the last year. We also haven't signed a midfielder in 10 windows. And then our academy Liverpool is the reason why City can put down 130 up front because our academy is all profit. Why are you okay? That's another argument that Liverpool need to understand if they can somehow get 125. City will go okay. Here is 150 Dortmund.
So Patrick,
okay, Carl.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Carl, according to the articles, is it David Ornstein or Ornstein or whatever you call him? He says it looks like Liverpool because of the finances, have run out of steam, and it's more likely that City and Man City and Madrid are the ones that are stronger right now and are at the poor position of signing Jude. So what we've been discussing, first of all, we started by laughing at Liverpool that for the past 3 years, they've been telling us that Jude is their player. I have seen people with the Jude jersey, number 8. They're going to take it from Navigator. It's a Gerrard's jersey. They're going to pass it to Jude. And now Liverpool big accounts have started backtracking. Me and Martin saw a few videos. We have seen a few tweets are saying, oh, we didn't really say Jude was coming. We say it's just in the pipeline. So it looks like things are getting steamed. Now ESPN, one of the reporters who was forefront talking about Jude going to Liverpool, just said the issue right now as we speak is Liverpool don't want to pay the full amount. They want to pay in installments, and Dortmund wants the full amount. And then other clubs are coming in and saying, here's the full amount, Dortmund. So, Dortmund is a selling club. Remember the Sancho situation? Somebody gave an example here. When Man United wanted to play around with them, 10 years of money, what did they say? No, we're not selling. So at this moment in time, it looks like that Jude to Liverpool thing has gone in the water, and it's now between Man City and Madrid. So it looks like there's the potential that he might be coming here. Obviously, as all these things, we do research, but the research we've seen so far is every report is saying Man City are in poor position, Madrid are also in poor position.
Yeah. Well, my opinion about the guy, but listen, if you guys like him, that's enough for me. I'm on the losing side here, so if you guys like him, fair enough.
It's a big vote, isn't it? It's one of those Gomez things. I'm always on the losing side.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough, right? I have my concerns, but if you guys like him, okay, maybe it's something I'm not seeing.
We don't like him. We love him. We love him, Carl. When he comes in, I'm going to buy his shirt. I'm going to be repping him. I love Jude.
We lost by 20%. It's not that bad, Gundo. It's 3-2.
Well, I mean, if you guys like him, that's okay for me. All right, we're one club, one team, one fan base. I don't particularly like him. Maybe he can change, but that's fair enough for me, and that's okay.
Just got to remember, Carl will be under the best manager if he signs.
I know that. I think about that a lot. Maybe don't smoke. Maybe Jude is for there's one thing I learned from the Burnley game, right? On Saturday, was Saturday or Sunday? Saturday, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Saturday.
Was that City can be shit for 25 minutes and then explode for 25 minutes and take the game away from you in 25 minutes. Literally. Think about Leipzig, right? Shit for 20 minutes when we took the game away from them in 20 minutes. Burnley, first 30 minutes, terrible. I mean, Martin and I were complaining about so sloppy, so slow, so turgid, and bang, 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 bang. Game is gone. Arsenal, first 20, 30 minutes, awful. And then bang, 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 game is over. So maybe, that verticality that we've been asking for, maybe that's what Guardiola's thinking of. Maybe that's why he wants to get this guy, Don Smoke, into the room, because it gives us another option, right? We can play possession based and build up, and we can go direct.
Don't Smoke say.
Carl seeing the light. Carl seeing the light. He's admitting it. He has seen the light.
Hamza, the thing about me is, you know me, right? Give me an argument, and I will change my mind. That's me, right?
Of course,
So maybe that's what it is. I'm with you guys. Whatever you guys makes you happy, I'm down for it, man.
We're not really happy.
Big up.
What we're saying is same thing I said earlier, right? It gives us a different option of how to play. Same thing is like Haaland and Alvarez, two different profiles that allow you to play differently based on your positions. And I feel in midfield, he gives us the legs, because at times, especially against teams that are physical and have pace in midfield, I feel as if he's one who he could assist Rodri in those kind of setups, and also the directness. If you want to go direct from midfield, so it just gives us more options. So because there are games whereby we just can't find the key based on the tools we have. So getting another weapon to Arsenal is always a good thing.
You've got to look at. Go on, Carl.
Sorry, my only concern is Real Madrid. That's my only concern. Now they have Camavinga, they have Chouameni. Are they going to go for Jude? I don't know, but
what do you guys think about that? We have Peroni as well. So I was saying my consolation is the fact that we got Peron, Maximo. So
What you got to remember is with Pep, and I've said this to Carl and a few others, Pep is very clever in what he does. In Spain, when he was at Barcelona, he liked a Spanish mix. He liked a core of his Spanish boys. Bayern Munich likes his core of German. City likes his core of English. He's sort of very clever and masterful in the way he does it. Every club he goes to, he gets a mixture of whichever nationality that club is at, he brings them in. Because I don't know why. One thing I'd love to say to Pep one day is, why do you do that? Why do you go for the same nationalities as the club you're at? Like City, he's got Grealish, Calvin Phillips. He goes for all the English boys.
It's efficient.
So, yeah, I'd love to know one day why he does it.
Sorry, what did you say, Don?
I think Martin. I mean, one of the reasons why maybe because if they're English, well, they're not going to leave to another English rival club, right? They're not going to leave. They're going to be home.
Yeah, no, that might be it. Yeah,
that's a good point.
You know,
yeah.
Why do I need to go to Real Madrid when I'm at home? And I'm winning leagues. I'm winning trophies.
And also, why? I think international. Gundo, to your point is international duty. So if I have a core from the same country and they get knocked out, it means they're all coming back home. Whereby if they're from different countries, if they're from, then one might progress to the next stage. So then they're unavailable when you have this set of unavailability. So I think it all adds up.
I mean, the other thing may be also because if they're playing for the same club, they have a rhythm. They know each other. You know, part of Pep's philosophy is literally positional play, knowing what that person's going to do, their body language, how they receive the ball, how they like the ball. We're seeing Haaland right now. The reason why Haaland is scoring 8 goals in 4 days, let's be clear, right? The dude scored 8 goals in 4 days. The dude scored 8 goals in less than 90 minutes. Let's be clear.
Crazy.
Okay, right? 90 minutes because he came out for Leipzig with what? He didn't finish the game, right? He came out 60 minutes, correct?
Yeah.
5 goals?
Yeah, 60 minutes.
And then he played like 30, 40 minutes of Burnley, and he came off. So about 100 minutes.
About 50,
right, about 100 minutes, 8 goals. Right? It's because now the players understand his movement even better. The 3-box-3 that Martin and I talk about all the time, they now understand what it is, what the expectation is. Many times we saw in the game, both games, where Ake has the ball. His first thought is over the top to Erling Haaland. Alvarez has the ball in between the gaps to Erling Haaland, in behind. They now understand that. De Bruyne going out. Look at the ball.
How would Jude fit in? So how would Jude fit in that system, Carl?
Well, Jude likes to play in the final third. That's where he gets the joy. So think about Ilkay Gundogan, right? What he does. His joy is in the final third. The season that he played for us, the false 9, he scored the most goals in the final third. Jude loves to play in the final third. We have Rodri to do the Rodri things. We have the inverted fullback to do inverted things. Jude will be one of the 8s or one of the 10s who plays forward when we need that breakthrough in the box. That's what he does.
It would allow Kevin to rest.
And he helps us with recovery because of his physicality and pace, and also his engine. Because Jude has a very good engine, right? So he can play that good.
Yeah. Think about the Burnley game, right? Right. Alvarez plays the number 8 position with De Bruyne. Notice that who was on the bench? Gundogan. Right? Think about that. That role that Alvarez plays is what Jude actually plays, right? How do I win the ball up high and give the ball to the front 3 to go score a goal? The assist he gives Haaland is a typical Jude Bellingham assist. High press, in between the lines, give it to the striker, score a goal. In fact, the goal that Roy scores against us in Dortmund, Jude gives him the assist, correct? Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Right. Think about the goal that De Bruyne gives Foden. De Bruyne's playing deep, gives the ball to Phil Foden between the lines. Foden gets the ball, crosses the ball. Erling Haaland is against Burnley, scores a goal. I believe second or third goal. So I get it. I see it. I'm not one who is dogmatic in my beliefs. Show me an argument, and I will always back you. So
there was something very clever here from City as well. If City get him, and it's still a big if. If you think about it, I said something a long time ago about City and respect. Manchester City and Borussia Dortmund have a very, very good relationship.
They do.
An excellent relationship, because we've always given them the respect they deserve. We've always dealt with them in the correct manner.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, if Jude ends up at Manchester City, it's still a big if. I would not be surprised if it eventually comes out one day that City talks about Jude while Haaland was already signing.
Yep.
That this deal was already long in the pipeline.
Yep.
Because City aren't stupid. This is what I'm saying. City don't sit there and make emotional decisions. You know, this is a football club. If that right player is not available, they go with what they have. We went a year with no company replacement. We went a year with no Aguero replacement. Yep. And we waited and we waited and we were patient. Yep. City might have just said, you know what? All right, Erling Haaland, by the way, Jude Bellingham, can we have a chat in 12 months? Not a problem.
Well, Martin, there's another side to this from the financial side. Let me paint this picture for you, right? Let me just paint this picture.
Go ahead. Speak on it.
So think about this. We got Erling Haaland for how much? How much did we get him for?
51 million, wasn't it?
Yeah. For £51 million. Let's be clear, okay? How many goals has he scored for us? 42 so far this season.
42.
We literally robbed Dortmund of Erling Haaland. I mean, literally, it was that's daylight robbery. Let's be clear. That is daylight robbery. So if you go back in for Jude and you pay 120 million, frankly, it all adds up, and it's fair play because we know, right? Seriously, if you think about the whole exchange with Dortmund, it's a fair bargain because you got Erling Haaland for £51 million, a guy who's delivered 42 goals for you in March.
Yeah.
In March.
You know, Gundo,
the highest goal scorer in the Champions League and the Premier League.
You know, Gundo, I actually back Martin's point in the thing that I feel as if we saw the whole package for around 170. We'll take them both for 170, and because that way it makes much more financial sense than having them as two separate deals. They were like, okay, we'll come in first for Haaland, and then we'll be back for that 120, and combined it will be around 170, 180. 180 for both. You can't really complain, man.
Yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. And we also, from a relationship standpoint, knew that they didn't want to lose both of them in the same year because they wanted to do what they're doing this year in terms of challenge, compete, go after that title. So yeah, and that's I love the fact that City's made a practice of having good relationships, and in terms of when they've been burned by other clubs, we don't go back. We go back very cautiously. And Dortmund, you don't really have to have any of those warnings because it's been so well managed the last couple of years.
There is a reason why City have hoarded cash for the last 18 months. Make no mistake about that. There is a reason City have made record sales, and because everything comes onto our books this year. Like I said earlier, Jesus, Sterling, Zinchenko, Laporte will go out the door if we get Gavardio. Bernardo Silva might end up at Real Madrid. Jude Bellingham, if this is why City paying it in one lump sum is not a problem. It's not an issue. We just go, thanks very much, see you later, all that money's back into us. So you've actually spent zero when you think of the money coming back to you and what's coming onto our books. Because if anyone don't know, it comes 12 months later. You don't sell a player and that money's in your bank. It comes onto your books the year after when it comes in through April. So that is the simple fact of this. Listen, he may end up at Real Madrid. Personally, he may still end up at Liverpool. But Liverpool have to match anyone's bid. They can't pay it over 11 years. This is not a payday loan. This is not a £1 a week job.
You know, Martin, when we were selling all our academy kids and made all our outgoing without signing anyone, you could just see that there was something happening in the background. Yeah, because you just don't go on a mad one, selling almost everyone, and just
the whole squad, the whole ADS squad was so the most.
Literally, so we always knew that there's something big big cooking in the background. And if Bernardo goes, you need legs. That's just the reality. Because Bernardo is almost like two players. You need legs.
Yeah.
And this is what we were saying as well in the summer when everyone was leaving. We all said this. I remember we said there must be something going on in the background, that we must be holding that cash for something big for next summer. And who knows? Potentially, this might be it. We don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you never
Hamza,
know. Yeah.
apart from the cash, Hamza, it's just.
Yeah.
I don't think we understand what we're watching on TV. I think it's to us it's unbelievable because how many times has a player been one-on-one with the keeper and fluffed their lines? How many games have we had
Loads.
where
I shared a video, Gundo. I don't know if you saw it, of guys just dancing up. I'll tag you on it, and you're gonna see the difference. Like, wow.
Are you saying that video where there's
The one I
David
tagged you on
Silva,
Patrick.
Sane, Raheem,
Yes,
and
like,
Aguero?
I'm
They were
like,
just
come on.
messing about in the box.
yeah.
You're like, score. You know what? I saw another video. I'm not gonna mention his name because Vida doesn't like me mention this man's name, but I just wanted out of respect.
No, mention
I saw a
it.
video-
Mention it. Mention it.
No. I saw a video of a certain player, Martin, and Don't Smoke and everyone on the panel where they were through on goal. Instead of picking a spot, this man decided to stop, and then Van Dijk caught up to this man and took the ball away
I
from them.
remember.
And they started putting the hands
FA
up
Cup.
saying,
It's the FA Cup. It's the FA Cup, right?
I thought, FA Cup. So I was like, Then I saw a video of Jesus going through on goal also by De Bruyne and then fluffing it instead of picking a spot. Those are Kevin. How you doing? Are you here with us? What's your take on Jude, Kevin?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. Are you already in Dortmund packing his bags?
Yeah, but I was happy. I tested. I'm so excited, and I'm busy at work. But when I saw Carl comes in, I said, "No, I have to join the screen." And Carl was even happy. Carl was positive. Like I was like, "Oh, that's a good one." Now I need to join the stream as well. Well, as long as we are on board. But all I'm going to say that this kid is only 19 years old, and he's a big game player. I watched him. I watch him all the time now. The guy is not scared. When he want to make a decision, he's not scared. He just he just face the players. And if you look at the way City play, if we are buying a player that I'm not convinced, I trust Pep to mold that player to our system because Pep is good. Most of the players that we got, they're not world class. But in 2-3 years time, Pep will make them world class. Example, Rodri. I don't used to like Rodri. Remember? Yeah, Rodri was slow and all that, but now, if Rodri is not in the game, I was like, oh, we're gonna lose.
Yeah, I remember a lot of us used to do the same thing. I remember I admitted, I used to say he's a truck. I used to say this guy, man, people are saying he's supposed to be the next Busquets.
Yeah,
it's not it.
Yeah, but I'm happy about Bellingham. Oh my god, I don't know. I hope because he's not done yet, but I just hope that we'll get him. So I don't want.
Todd B will not try. Todd B has had enough. He had to pay with coupons for Modric.
No,
coupons.
It's the Real Madrid. Real Madrid got the pool. You can't deny that.
Dortmund also has the best relationships with Real Madrid. I don't believe in the 51 million. Whether you believe it or not, Haaland is still here, Dragon. Jude is more than just another option. The disrespect. Bellingham is not as good as you think. Anything more than 80, we should be getting another player.
Patrick,
good point, Carl.
Patrick,
it will enable us to keep us.
Patrick, that comment you just said about Jude's not as good as you think. You tell me another player that's 19 years old. He's captain for his team, the second best team in the league, because Dortmund are second compared to Bayern Munich. Name me another player. I challenge him. Name me another player that's 19 years old and is doing what he's doing, and he's playing Champions League football as well. Well, was. Name me another player. That was for the guy, by the way, not you guys.
Yeah, I don't have a name too. I don't have a name too right now, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that is 19. They can't name another player that is 19 years old. 19. When you watch this guy play, it's like he's 28. He's only 19 years. Come on, he's so good.
Maximo looks 30 when he plays.
Because
Guys,
I used to say
what happened?
he's I used to say he's overrated or this English player. Then I started watching him. I said, nah, this kid is good. He is really good.
Okay, before we close, does anybody have anything to say on this?
No, I mean, I'll just say again that, you know, I mean, my position is, listen, I trust you guys. I'm leaning on you guys, on this kid, right? I'm looking for some more, but let me be fair. Let's wait and see under what he does under Guardiola, and see if Pep can change him to what I would like. But if you guys are saying you see something, I'm be a fool to say, I'm the only one who doesn't agree. So I'm going to lean on you guys on this kid, and hopefully he comes and we can see what happens. I will say this though: if he comes to City and you have Erling Haaland, Phil Foden, De Bruyne, all these guys, the fear this is going to send is going to be, the fear. Think about the panic, the hatred, the
Yeah.
vile. Yeah, it's going to be incredible. So we'll see.
Yeah, guys. So guys, that's the video for Jude. And most times when we make these videos, we seem to have good luck. We made the Phillips one. Phillips came to City. We made the Haaland one. Haaland came to City. We made the one about that great player called Sergio Gomez, and Sergio Gomez ended up at City minus that.
Behave.
World class.
Yeah, we made one on
Patrick,
Maximo
give
Buroni. Maximo
Yeah,
Patrick. Don't say
Patrick
what-
calling me baller on Twitter. So I messaged him private. I say, Patrick, stop with this baller. Baller means someone like Ronaldinho. That's what is baller. No?
Patrick, I heard Dortmund need a left back. Can we give them Gomez?
Don't do that. He's trying to go double.
Leave Gomez alone. Leave him alone. He's young. Let him develop. He's young. I hate this criticism about this kid.
I'm
like
sorry,
this kid,
but I've
man.
got to
I'm
fit.
sorry. I'm
Carl,
sorry.
Carl,
I'm sorry.
have you got any room for him in your team, Carl?
Yeah, I have a
No,
spot.
no,
Let's
no.
be clear. No, Hamza.
No,
Actually,
but
I know you
Carl,
love your
defensively
son,
he's
But
bad, yeah. But when he's attacking, he is all right. He's not bad. Come
No,
on.
no.
Well, then make him a midfielder, not a left
You
winger.
guys-
We don't have left backs anyway.
Didn't buy him to be a left winger though, Hamza. Remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the reality is
true.
we don't even play with left backs anymore anyway. So
Come on.
listen, for
Yeah.
me,
We have
Hamza, for me, there's nobody better on the left side than Nathan Ake right now in the league.
I
Nobody.
agree.
So if it works, why change it? Right? Find a backup for Nathan Ake. But what Nathan Ake is doing defensively for us, what's he remaining?
correct.
What's left?
That's true.
Seriously, think about it. Nathan Ake. What he's done for us this season. Who's better?
That's
Look,
true.
guys, at the end of the day, this is what I want to say before we close. I'm going to clip all these things. When Gomez is our first choice left back, I'll remember. And I don't want anyone saying, "Oh my God, look at him! Look at this guy. He was a dog. This guy is a
You know what,
superstar."
Patrick, the only thing is that he's gonna be the first left-sided sub on our bench.
Leave him alone.
I
Leave
think
him
we need to give
alone.
him a season. I think he needs a
But
season.
Patrick, have you noticed when we are winning like 2-0, 1-0, Pep don't bring in? It's when we are winning 5, 6. That's where Pep say, okay, go and do something.
You can also say the same for Palmer. Palmer also is getting the same treatment.
Fair.
I'm not talking about Palmer. We brought this guy and I was gas. That's the problem.
Let's give him time.
Patrick, just before we leave, and anyone who wants to watch this and think, "Oh, City fans are getting gas," no. Again, all we're saying is that whoever stumps the money up now will get Jude Bellingham. This is not Jude signed for City or anything. Nobody knows anything. We will find out probably in about a month. You will all find out where Jude's going. It could be Liverpool, could be Real Madrid, could be Manchester City, it could be another team. Let's just give it a month, but I promise you, probably within about a month, it will be out.
Yeah, it will. Even in this coming weeks, because the match is already ended. So we'll find out. Guys, that's the video, guys. I hope you find it exciting.
Patrick, let me say one more thing before we cut off.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
Is it
just
about
want to
Gomez?
say, if the Jude Bellingham deal happens, I've made a new chant for him. you know, if it happens before the Liverpool game, hopefully it does. I don't know if it will.
Don't, Hamza. Don't
You
jinx
chant
it.
though, Martin. It's really nice. It's like, his name is Jude. He's a blue. Trent and Hendo fooled you. We need to chant this if it happens. I'm telling
Oh
you.
my
Yeah,
God!
you're-
Someone's
That's the new
gonna
chant
clip
I've made.
this.
You know,
Someone will clip
Hamza,
this.
do the thing that me and Hamza did. We bought the Haaland. We were so confident. We bought the Haaland jersey a week before, and boom, he came in. So when Jude comes in, I'm expecting a Jude jersey and a reveal video.
100%. 100%.
Look, man, look, you're gassed, man. I was also gassed about Sergio Gomez. So all of us have got a player we're gassed about. Carl was gassed about Phillips. Don't smoke. Well, I don't know who he's been gassed about.
Martin, is Phillips gone?
Maximum.
Martin, is Phillips gone?
Maximo Bronia.
No idea. It's up to Calvin Phillips now. He's got to make that decision. I suppose
Martin,
we'll find out in the summer.
if the right offer comes in, are we just going to accept it then? Is that the situation?
I don't know. I have no idea.
You ain't heard anything? No, all right.
Wait a minute. What are you on about? Phillips wants to leave?
There's still hope. I think there's still hope, Martin. There's still hope. I'm gonna give him 1 year. Give him 1 year.
If Gomez is still in the club, then there's still hope for Phillips.
Calm down. Gomez is levels above. Guys, on that note, guys, make sure, you know what I'm going to do, guys? I see the Man City jersey, the red and black one is on 35 quid. I'm going to buy it, and the name is going to be Sergio Gomez.
Stop. Oh, thought you were going to say Jude. Stop it.
I'm not going to do that.
I'm doing it.
Yo, Patrick, is you keep. I know you do because he's your man. I understand that, but he's good. He's a good player, like a championship player, but not a City player.
Leave Sergio Gomez alone. He's just
No,
one
Patrick,
season. Leave him
Patrick,
alone.
my last thing, Patrick. You know, I was shocked. Vincent never left with him after the Burnley game.
Okay, let me ask you guys one thing. Let's say most of our defender is injured, right? And we are playing Champions League final, and our last option is Sergio Gomez. Will you be confident that we're going to win the game?
No, I'd pick someone out the crowd.
No, stop slating him.
Put me left back.
I'll remember this, Hamza. We'll remember this.
Patrick, answer me. Will you be confident we're going to win that final? Tell me.
Patrick, I watched him against Girona, and he got schooled against Girona reserves.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
man.
That was the game. Patrick, that was the game I confirmed that now we can't.
He got schooled against Girona reserves, Pat. I'm not having it. Sorry. I'm not having it. He's not there.
Let's just hope that okay. Maybe you'll go to Girona. You never know. But anyway, guys, that's it. Sergio Gomez, have a great night if you're watching this, man. Good night to everybody. Goodbye.